Fans often see players posting workout videos on social media during the summer and hear athletes claiming to be in top shape as they enter a new NBA season. However, when it comes to Luka Doncic, there is some bite to go along with that bark. Earlier in the off-season, images circulated showing Luka looking noticeably slimmer. It turns out these pictures weren't just the camera hitting Luka at the right angles. He has completely revamped his workouts and diet to be his best self as a Laker. Andrew Heffernan and Ebenezer Samuel wrote about Luka's new regimen in an exclusive with Men's Health. What the Luka haters have never seen is this: Doncic slogging through two-a-days in Croatia while sticking to a gluten-free, low-sugar diet that includes at least 250 grams of protein and 1 almond milk-fueled shake a day. They never knew that Doncic had quietly constructed a fitness team several years ago to help enhance his very dangerous natural gifts. And they never realized how much he committed to training and diet this summer. Since June, Doncic has gone on an intermittent fasting plan designed to limit inflammation and help his body recover better. 6 days a week, he chokes down 2 high-protein meals and 1 protein shake, and he doesn't have that first meal until he's crushed his 90-minute morning workout. We've never heard of Luka having a strict diet and workouts of this caliber before. Instead, we've seen him looking a bit plump, and it's not hard to find images of him drinking beers and smoking hookah. Luka's affinity towards this kind of lifestyle and his lack of conditioning were some of the reasons Dallas did the unthinkable and traded him to Los Angeles mid-season. Doncic mentioned these criticisms would only motivate him more, and during his first offseason as a Laker, he certainly appears to be putting in the appropriate effort. Hearing how dedicated Luka is to his body this summer should be music to Lakers fans' ears. Last season, the Lakers fell well short of their goal, getting eliminated in the opening round of the playoffs by the Wolves. Afterwards, head coach J.J. Redick mentioned players on the Lakers needed to be in championship shape, and Luka got the message loud and clear. They say the best revenge is living well, and Luka appears to be ready to test that theory. If he comes into training camp in top shape and as motivated as ever, that gives him, the Lakers, and even LeBron James the best chance to compete in a brutal Western Conference. When Mike Dunleavy Sr. took over as head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers in 1990, he wasn't just stepping into a storied franchise, he was stepping into a locker room still fueled by the fire of one of the most competitive athletes the NBA has ever seen, Magic Johnson. Dunleavy, a first-time head coach at the time, inherited a veteran squad led by Johnson and quickly learned that Magic's reputation for intensity was no exaggeration. On the Run It Back TV show, Dunleavy shared candid memories of coaching Magic, offering a first-hand glimpse into the relentless mindset that made the Lakers legend and icon. Magic Johnson, as a rookie head coach with the Lakers, Jerry West would get on me sometimes. He'd say, "Mike, dude, you had the game won. You didn't have to play Magic those extra 2 or 3 minutes." And I'd tell him, "Jerry, I don't have that game won. I'm a rookie coach. I've got to bank wins." So, I'd plan to give Magic the day off in practice. I'd say, "Irvin, I played you 39 minutes last night. Why don't you just sit out today?" And he'd look me in the eye and say, "Coach, if I sit out, the rest of these guys think they got the day off too." That's who he was. When I played for the Milwaukee Bucks, Sidney Moncrief was Defensive Player of the Year, same mentality. All those guys had it. I played pickup with Magic in the offseason. We could be playing for $2 or $2 million.
Didn't matter.
He was going for the jugular every single time. He wanted to win every single game he played. That exchange highlighted not just Dunleavy's rookie nerves, but also Magic's iron will to compete, even when logic said rest was the better call. Magic didn't want minutes off. He didn't want practices off. He didn't want days off. Dunleavy once tried to give him a break after a 38 or 39-minute night. Magic's leadership wasn't just vocal, it was physical. He led by example, never easing up even in low-stakes situations. That type of competitive DNA defined Magic Johnson's career and helped Dunleavy in his first year guide the Lakers past Clyde Drexler and the Portland Trail Blazers in the 1991 Western Conference Finals. With Magic running the show alongside Vlade Divac, the Lakers reached the NBA Finals. Although they lost to Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls in 5 games, that run marked the end of an era, one that would come to a sudden halt months later. In October 1991, shortly after winning the McDonald's Open in Paris, Magic Johnson announced he had tested positive for HIV and retired. The Lakers still made the playoffs that season, but the loss of their floor general and locker room heartbeat was a blow from which they wouldn't recover for years. Yet Dunleavy will always remember those precious months when he saw the Fire up close, the competitor who didn't care if the stakes were pocket change or a championship ring. Because to Magic Johnson, every game was a war worth winning. The NBA offseason just got a jolt of electricity as a new 3-team blockbuster trade idea from Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report suggests LeBron James could land with the Dallas Mavericks alongside his son Bronny James, in a deal that dramatically reshapes the futures of 3 teams. While LeBron James opted into his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season with the Los Angeles Lakers, his decision was met with skepticism by many league executives. As Pincus noted, most insiders expected James to opt out and sign a 1+1 deal. Instead, the fact that he didn't stirred talk of discontent and a possible end to his Lakers run. James holds one of the league's rare no-trade clauses, meaning he can dictate where he lands. According to multiple insiders, the Dallas Mavericks could be high on his list, and it's easy to see why. Reuniting with Kyrie Irving, joining forces with Anthony Davis again, and playing under Jason Kidd, who served as an assistant coach during the Lakers' 2020 title run, all make Dallas a compelling destination. The proposed trade. Dallas Mavericks receive LeBron James via Lakers, Bronny James via Lakers, Drew Timm via Nets, Tyrese Martin via Nets, $1.8 million trade exception. $1.1 million trade exception. Los Angeles Lakers receive Daniel Gafford via Mavericks, PJ Washington via Mavericks, Najee Marshall via Mavericks, Caleb Martin via Mavericks, Jaden Hardy via Mavericks, 2030 Los Angeles Lakers second-round pick via Nets, 2031 Los Angeles Lakers second-round pick via Nets, $24.1 million trade exception. Brooklyn Nets receive Dalton Knecht via Lakers, Maxi Kleber via Lakers, Olivier Maxence Prosper via Mavericks, Dwight Powell via Mavericks. The Mavericks make a daring gamble. Dallas is gambling on greatness. LeBron James may be 40, but he's still playing like a top-tier NBA contributor. With Kyrie Irving sidelined to start the season, James provides star power, shot creation, and leadership. He knows how to win with Irving and Davis, and the Mavericks are looking to strike while the title window is open. The cost is depth. Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, Caleb Martin, and Jaden Hardy are all quality pieces, but none are untouchable. With number 1 overall pick Cooper Flagg in the mix, Dallas has flexibility. They'd be down to 8 reliable veterans plus Flagg, with plans to bring back Dante Exum and add a big man by November. While roster gymnastics would be required to remain under the second apron, Dallas believes a core of LeBron, Davis, Irving, Flagg, and Lively is enough to contend. The Lakers start the Luka Doncic era. The Lakers, meanwhile, get to pivot hard around Luka Doncic. With James' massive salary gone, the Lakers can fill out the roster with depth. Gafford is a great backup to Ayton. PJ Washington adds a versatile forward with floor spacing potential. Najee Marshall and Caleb Martin are rugged wings who can defend and hit timely shots. Jaden Hardy adds young scoring punch. Importantly, the Lakers shed salary, acquire a $24.1 million trade exception, and return a pair of second-rounders. It's a soft reboot without fully tanking. They stay competitive while preserving long-term flexibility, particularly with 2026 free agency looming. LeBron's departure would leave a leadership void, but Doncic is now the new franchise player. And surrounding him with a deeper, more balanced roster is arguably a better use of cap space than trying to run it back with an aging James. The Nets act as a facilitator. Brooklyn is focused on rebuilding. With $22 million in cap space and no immediate playoff ambitions, they're happy to take flyers on players like Dalton Knecht and Olivier Maxence Prosper. Tim and Martin are non-guaranteed deals. Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell are likely to be waived. The Nets essentially get assets while helping two contenders shift around money. They may also receive cash considerations in the finalized version of this deal. LeBron James gets his last dance. LeBron has never publicly demanded a trade, but the silence after opting in, followed by statements from Rich Paul and reporting from Brian Windhorst and Ramona Shelburne, suggests there's tension. James reportedly felt the Lakers didn't go all in and may view this season as a farewell tour. Pairing him with Kyrie and Davis again offers a chance to compete immediately in Dallas, and Bronny joining him sweetens the deal. While James would need to waive his $1.5 million trade bonus, it's likely he would if Dallas is his preferred destination. This trade also aligns with LeBron's long-standing interest in player empowerment. He'd be choosing his final ride, surrounded by players he trusts. And it gives Bronny a development path on a playoff team without the pressure of the Los Angeles media. If LeBron James truly wants one last championship push, the Dallas Mavericks offer the ideal environment. Eric Pincus' trade idea is bold, complex, and risky, but it's also elegant. The Mavericks go all in. The Lakers reset around Doncic. The Nets gain assets. Everyone walks away with a strategic win. And LeBron? He gets the final say and possibly a final ring.